Hey, what is going on, guys? This is Jason with Jadren Aquatics Farm and Ranch. Yes, Jadren Aquatics Farm and Ranch. So, I told you guys before I was going to have to change things up a little bit because being out here in all this land, I mean, look at this. I can't stay all cooped up inside a fish room all the time. I got to get out and do stuff. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm doing stuff. I got 9 million different things going on at one time right now. I got way too many. I mean, you guys know me. That when I did the fish room at home, I didn't know how to do anything small. Okay, there's a skunk over here, right here. Here, I'm gonna let you guys see. Look at there. Right in the middle of filming, a skunk shows up. Let's try not to upset him so that he oh, there he goes. Back to me now. We got sidetracked by the skunk. Again, there's just so many things going on out here. So again, we changed it up. We're going to be doing lots of different things. We've got cattle out here, not actually our cattle yet. My wife is dying for some Highland cows, so we're gonna get some Highland cows eventually. Goats, chickens, guineas, you name it. We're gonna have all sorts of things out here. And one of the big ones that I'm actually working on right now that I'm really excited about is beekeeping. I'm gonna show you guys a lot of really cool stuff that I'm getting started with doing beekeeping, because my kind of idea of being out here also is that, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but like the world is going like completely insane. I mean, just completely insane. And so I'd like to establish things out here that I can, if we need to, if everything does go terrible, I can have things to live on out here. One of the things that we have a ton of are deer, and we have a ton of hogs. I'm not a hunter, but if it came to the point where my family needed food, yes, I would easily take a deer and or a hog. And so we've got plenty of stuff like that. So I'm gonna be working on a garden. I've got my grandfather's old garden that I'm working on getting back set up. I mean, just a lot of really cool things. I know a lot of you guys are gonna be like, oh, Jason, if you're not gonna do fish anymore, I can't say subscribe to you. I know how you feel. I know sometimes, but you're gonna miss the fun. You're gonna miss the goofiness, and you're gonna miss some cool stuff. So don't leave me. Just hang in there, because I'm coming back and we're doing amazing things. All right, so let's go ahead and go into the fish room now. And you can probably see from the last video, which I know was a long time ago, so you probably don't even remember, that I haven't done a whole lot more. And again, I've got too many projects. I've got too many things to do. You move out here and you move out to just desolate land, like you're trying to get grass growing, you're trying to get weeds to not grow, you're trying to keep snakes out, it's absolutely endless the amount of things that I have to do. So this has not been obviously a major priority. You can see over here we got the sink that's sort of halfway done. I tried to get most of my stuff out of boxes that I still had, so it's just kind of stuff just kind of thrown everywhere. And for those of you guys that don't know, I'm not shipping from this location. Well, I never have shipped from this location. So on the website, all the fish, all the guppies that I sell at jadrenaquatics.com, those all ship directly from my breeder, which has actually turned out to be fantastic, because we have way less casualties now, because they're not bouncing from his water to my water to your water. Now they're just going from his to yours. So that was a accidental decision that happened, that it's been a fantastic outcome. The negative to it is I can't carry all the stuff that I used to. We're only selling guppies only, but it is what it is. So the only real fish I have here are these rosy red fathead minnows. And these are, again, a type of minnow. And the main reason I have these is, first of all, I don't have air conditioning or heating in here because it's just too expensive. The electricity out here is like 5 or 6 times what it was back at home. Back at home, I was able to choose who my provider was. Well, out here you only have one provider, so it is what it is. So to air condition this thing, I just, at this point, I can't justify it. Will I eventually? Maybe. Because the other thing I have to make do with is this is open. Like over there is the dock door going outside, and so I would have to put a drop ceiling in here, or you can see kind of what I started. I started to do this and close it all in, but it still wasn't going to be the very insulated at all. There were still going to be gaps and stuff that were in here. So that project came to a grinding halt when I decided not to actually work on air conditioning and heating this thing. So what are my plans now? I have no idea. I'm trying to focus more on what I enjoy and not doing things that I absolutely dread. Too many times I've done that where I just don't end up enjoying the things that I'm doing. So that's what I'm working on right now. And the reason that we have the minnows also is because a lot of the tanks that we have out here, or ponds, whatever you want to call them, have dried up at one time or another. So some of them don't have a lot of fish. So we really need to work on getting bait fish built back up again. So that's what my plan was for these guys. They're not doing that great in here. Truthfully, I haven't been taking care of them the way I should. Just feeding them flake food. These guys, I need to be feeding them like live baby brine shrimp or something to get them going. But again, when I'm in an non-air conditioning, non-heating section, I don't have the ability to control the temperature to hatch out baby brine shrimp. So another problem I have, and my wife is sure not about to let me do it inside the house. So on that note, we're moving these guys out and moving them outside to give them a much better chance at life, and also give them a chance to really reproduce on a massive scale. Because these guys are super, super easy to get to breed. You don't have to really do anything whatsoever. They're sort of like white cloud minnows, but I think even more prolific than that. So I think if we get them outside, they're gonna do a lot better. You'll also see in here, this has kind of become my wood workshop. I've got a bunch of different projects going on where I'm building lots of different things, and so I just decided to use that for now. And the plan with the rest of this stuff, I have no idea. This is only about 3% of my tanks. I've got a barn out there that's full of, I don't know, 100+ aquariums that are all drilled and ready to go. And again, I just don't know what I want to do. But hang along for the journey, because we'll figure out something cool to do along the way. But again, I'm gonna keep doing the things that bring me joy, that make me want to get out and do stuff. But I want to be outside. I don't want to be trapped in here anymore with all this stuff to do. All right, so let's go ahead and let's go check out. I've got 2 different places that we're keeping these outside. I want to show you guys. Okay, here we go. Here's the first place outside. This is the 150-gallon Rubbermaid. I don't know, people use them for feeders and stuff for cows. So I've moved probably 20 or 30 of them out here. You can kind of see them running around crazy and hiding and stuff in there. So this is actually right outside of my building. So here's the building here, and then over here you'll see I've drilled a little hole where the blue pipe is coming out, and so that's feeding the air, so that I have air in here for these guys. What I'm going to try to do is I've got one of my tanks has guppy grass that's growing in it, so I'm going to try to get some of that guppy grass out and put it in here, because it's only May right now, so it's like 90 today, and you guys know that for me it gets to be 100 degrees, and this thing is not quite shaded enough, and being in this black thing, this suckers is going to get super, super hot. So that's the outside pond. I've got one other outside pond I want to take you guys to let you look at it, so you can see what we're doing, trying to get these rosy red fathead minnows to breed like crazy. So here is the next location for our minnows that I decided to put them in. So this tank right here, 6 months ago was completely dry. I mean, bone dry, not a drip of water anywhere. And then we've had a ton of rain, but the rain that we had, it had this thing where it was only about 2 foot full, and it was about maybe 8 foot by 8 foot. So I thought, okay, this is a perfect place to put some of these minnows because it gives them their natural habitat, and there's almost no predators whatsoever in here because there's no fish in here because it's completely dried up. So I thought I can get them in there and get them to grow out, and then I can just use a seine or something to get them out. Well, it rained a lot more than I thought, and now this thing is almost as full as it's ever been. So I don't know what the plan is now. I may just have to put a minnow trap or something in here. So I can't really see exactly what's going on with them like I had hoped. It was a great idea in theory, but turned out to be not so great. But I'll keep you updated to try to figure out what the heck I'm going to do to find out if these things are reproducing in here or not. I mean, they've got to be. All right, there you guys go. There is the video for today. Finally, I know, like 6 months later, and I keep telling you every time I make them, I'm going to keep making more, but this time I'm for real. Like, I miss YouTube. I miss you guys. I miss feeling like I'm a part of a community. So the next video that'll be coming up is going to be absolutely nothing to do with fish. It'll be with the very first livestock that we've gotten. So hopefully I'll have that out within the next week or so, if not sooner. So thanks again, guys, and God bless.